Hey there, it's Margarita Alcantara, activator for the New Code of Power. And I wanted to share something really important that all light workers who are here to be leaders of light need to know. Your message is so deeply important now more than ever to be heard and seen for all of humanity. And I'm not being dramatic here. We are in the middle of a planetary awakening on this planet, which was ushered in by the pandemic. And this has made humanity usher in a dark night of the soul. And so there are a lot of people who are looking for that leadership of light. And they're just looking for leadership in general. And it's one of those things where this is your calling to serve higher and to be seen and visible. However, what I've noticed is that the majority of light workers are still allowing themselves to stay in their fear of their own visibility because they're making it about them. And here's what I mean by that. When you are fearful about getting judged, about receiving criticism for being out there, the truth is that you're making it about your feelings and how you're going to feel if you do something, right? But the truth is, if you're doing that, then you're making it about you and not about you showing up in visibility and in being of service, to be honest. And so I recently put out a viral post. I didn't know it was going to be viral, but it had 397 likes, 65 shares, and 91 saves as of last night. And what it was about encouraging light workers to step up in visibility, because the truth is that when you do, you may bump up against old paradigms and you may trigger other people's unhealed beliefs, and you get to be visible anyway, right? Because here's the truth, is that right before that viral post, I actually wrote another post about visibility. And in that post, I highly triggered somebody. The truth is, if I made it about myself and made all this visibility that I'm doing about myself, then number one, I wouldn't be in service. And then secondly, I would be making it about me. But because I already know that when people react, it 99.9% of the time has nothing to do with me and everything to do about them, I was able to see that the trigger that that person experienced from that previous post was actually helping to initiate them into a healing, if that's something that they're open to healing, right? And then when I spoke truth into that piece of visibility, it went viral. And in that same viral post, I did say that light workers are here to carve out their own path. And they're not here to be part of the herd mentality and the herd community, which is very prevalent on both sides of the spectrum, both the light worker and non-light worker spectrums. And light workers are here to be leaders of light and to usher in the new paradigm and to change the status quo. That's why light workers and leaders of light do not fit in, because they are here to create a new world. But you cannot create a new world if you are invisible and waiting to just merge into the wallpaper, right? So here are the 5 things it takes to be visible as a leader of light. Number 1, be willing to lead with service, not fear. And what I mean by this is that, you are actually seeking impact, not approval and validation, right? Because if your concern is really to get the pat on the back for people to tell you how awesome you are, then you are not showing up in service. And when you truly show up in service, it actually doesn't matter whether you're getting criticized or praised. Like, that's really where you get to be neutral. And it's not that you're a robot, right? But you get to emotionally detach from the outcome and from other people's belief systems and their reactions to what you are here to say and share in the world, right? So you get to seek impact, not validation, by leading with service, not your fear. So as soon as you are saying, well, I can't say that, I can't be visible because so-and-so might see me, so-and-so might say something to me. And if you're leading with that, then you're leading with the fear of what you might get, which is part of that scarcity mentality that you get to shift so that you can be in service. Number two, be willing to get uncomfortable. And so a lot of light workers and leaders of light are here, right? And they want to go here. The truth is that the majority of light workers want to go here, but they're not willing to do anything different with their lives. They're not willing to change, they're not willing to shift, they're not willing to transform in the way that is required to up level in that huge way, right? Because the truth is, whatever got you here is not going to get you here. So if you are expecting to get a higher result by doing the same exact thing over and over and over again that you've been doing since you were age 5, then you are not going to get this result that you're looking for. So what will get you there is getting out of your comfort zone, doing things differently, allowing yourself to do things that do not feel safe, because the safety is just there to keep you safe, right? And that's like something the ego loves to do, is to keep you safe. And although I understand that, and you might see value in that, the truth is that it will keep you safe, and it will keep you safe from growing. You will not grow, guaranteed, if you stay safe. And so for those light workers who like to say, Margarita, I'm good, I'm comfortable where I'm at, right? If you're comfortable, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're not serving highly. So that is number 2, be willing to get uncomfortable. Number 3, do your spiritual work. And so I can already tell that all those light leaders and spiritual folks out there are like rolling their eyes at me right now. Margarita, I got this. I've been doing spiritual work since whatever. I've done my work, right? But here's the truth. All masters who are truly on the enlightened path and that ascension path know that there is never an end to the spiritual work. There is always a next level to go to. There's always a new level to explore. There's always a way to go deeper. And when you are a master of your energy and your light, you know that. And you know that there's always a next level of your power that you get to uncover and explore. And the reason why this is important for your visibility is because until you do that spiritual work, you're going to stay at this kind of even keel, not really making a difference, but not really doing anything with your life either kind of existence. And the truth is, light workers, that's like the kiss of death, right? So when you do the true spiritual work and you go deep into all the scary places, you actually grow. And growth will allow you to serve more highly. Number 4, clear out limiting beliefs. So a limiting belief is basically, as it sounds, is a belief that limits you, that limits your growth, that limits your potential to be unleashed into the world, right? So some examples of common limiting beliefs with light workers are that they see themselves as incapable, like they can't do these things, right? Like other people get to do it, I'm unable to do that same thing. I'm not special enough to get the same experience. Or they see that themselves as not worthy, that they're not lovable, that they don't have access to the same funds or money and abundance that other people have, or that they just can't do it, right? And that's all false. That's all false. And yes, even that piece around the money, because when you're truly a master of light and energy and frequency and vibration, you are literally creating anything out of nothing, and so that means creating offers or services, creating new clients and patients, and also money, right? And when you are truly a master of all of these things, you get to have it all. You get to be in the fullness of your freedom. And so when you get to clear your limiting beliefs, that then allows you to be visible and seen and heard so you can make a greater impact. Number 5, take ownership of your sovereignty. Until you do, you will always be willing your power to happen rather than being embodied in it. So there you have it. The 5 things it takes to be visible as a light leader. Number 1, be willing to lead in service, not fear. 2, be willing to get uncomfortable. 3, do your spiritual work. 4, clear out limiting beliefs. And 5, take ownership of your sovereignty. So if that's something that you'd like some assistance in, I can help you bridge that gap. Let me know and reach out, because I am here for you, and you get to be that visible leader of light so that you can make that huge impact in the world that you are meant to make. Much love, light, and power to you.